Kristin has had to do the same work of discernment to think about who she is and where she should be and how she is called. You have talked to people, you have found Kristin, and now you are finally able to get forward on moving forward in the things that you are doing in the world. And that is so exciting. It's so exciting. And as you're in relationship with each other and as you grow together and who you're going to be in the world, something that my mother told me is helpful when you're working in relationship with people is to know a treat that they like so that when they are stressed or when they're having a hard time, you can boost them. So my whole life is built on knowing the treats that people like so that I can give them to them in times of stress. And so I'm going to give you a bit of insider information in case you don't already have this. My notes. Kristin enjoys, for her occasional guilty pleasure, flying in vegan ice cream. No kidding. She flies in vegan ice cream from Salt and Straw. Write it down. Salt and Straw. So because I too enjoy sugar in all things at all times and in all places, I researched Salt and Straw because it's good enough to fly in from the West Coast and I need to know about it. So I researched it, and it turns out that Salt and Straw is not just your average ice cream company. Salt and Straw started out by its founder desiring to create a place for community to come together, a place for community to gather, for people to get to know each other, for people to spend time together, to make a community strong. And then they thought, well, how would we do that? And she thought, well, ice cream, obviously. And so, because they wanted to create community, she started Salt and Straw. And then she realized that she probably couldn't do this on her own, Kim, the founder. And so her cousin Tyler said, hey, I love ice cream. I love community. I'm in. Let's start an ice cream company. And so they bought some used ice cream makers. They cashed in all of their savings and bought an ice cream cart. And they started exploring ice cream. And they tried and they tried and they tried and they failed. They tried and they failed and they tried and they failed. And they found some things they thought would work. They put ice cream in a cart and started peddling it out to sell ice cream. So for them, ice cream is the answer to really. Their mission statement says, using ice cream as our platform, we pioneer and share experiences that inspire and connect us all. How cool is that? Not just an ice cream company, they care about the community. And Kim and Tyler, through their work, through their research, through trying and trying and trying again, know who they are. They know where their skill sets lie, and they know what they want to do, and they are setting out to do it. With this cart, they started, and now with shops all around the West Coast, and I believe they even have one in Miami, they're setting out to do the work that they thought they were called to do. And they're brave because they took this risk. They quit their jobs. They sold everything they had. They bought an ice cream cart, put it out in the middle of nowhere. I don't think anybody was actually going to like the ice cream that they had made. Neither one of them were trained in making ice cream. But they bravely set out to make this ice cream. They took the step to go beyond, hey, we should do this. Wouldn't that be cool? To actually trying it, doing it, taking the risk. They say in one of their places on their website, we believe we should fearlessly explore the history of pleasure and discovery of emerging artisans. They're fearlessly exploring the stuff that they're good at. They're going to keep trying and keep being brave, and they're doing it together. Kim didn't set out to do this on her own. She went with Tyler, and now they have this whole host of people who are working with them together, not just the two of them. They set out to work, and they realized early on that collaboration with local artisans was key to their success. The people who make the best chocolate, they should know those people so that they can make ice cream with chocolate, right? So they say on their website that collaboration runs deep in our ice cream. Think about it as that chocolate candy running through, almost taste it, right? So they work together bravely as they set out. This seems like a model. Right? The Romans reading today talks about knowing your gifts, that we are all gifted We are all gifted to serve God, all given a particular set of skills that will help serve God in the world. And so if you know that, you're fully equipped to set out. Right? And so you have done that work. You know who you are. And you're learning who you are with Kristin as your pastor and your leader. But together, if you know who you are 3/4 of the way to do the stuff you're called to do. To take the time to know that you are indeed gifted. You have so much to offer this community in this world. You are an amazing congregation of people with so many gifts and talents. And you have a tremendously gifted priest. And you already know and are discovering her tremendous gifts. She is incredibly intelligent and creative and brave and willing to try new things with you. And so you're clear about that, so you can, in fact, now be brave. You can be brave together. The Luke reading talks about being sent out. It talks about going out and doing the thing, going and sharing the work. You have to be brave to go out. Even if you know who you are, even if you know how you're called, you have to take that first step. You have to actually do it. And so you are incredibly brave. And I want you to know that this diocese looks at you as an incredibly brave example of how to be the church. We see you who have discerned that you're going to sell this building and set out to be something new in the world. I mean, holy cow! You are incredibly brave. And I want you to hold on to that. When in the middle of the night that niggle says, oh my gosh, do this thing. When it says you can't, because it will, because the middle of the night niggles are always there. You are incredibly brave, and together we can do this. Hold on to that knowledge, because you are going together. You've done the work. You've called an incredible rector. Together you will go. And it's not just you. Right? I come also as saying this diocese supports you in what you are doing. The community around you supports you in what you are doing. And not just the diocese and not just this community in St. Lawrence, but as you know, we've been working together in partnership. St. Gregory is totally behind you and supportive of you and what you're doing. We want to work together to help you do things in the world. As Kim and Tyler discovered, if you work together, you can do a whole lot more. You combine those gifts and talents, and you can really change things. You can make them ice cream flavors, and you can do other wonderful things when you do it together. So you are never alone. In the middle of the night, it will start. There's somebody around you to lift you in prayer, which is why Jesus sent the disciples out in pairs. We are never, ever in our walk of faith designed to do that alone. Never. We are designed and gifted to work in community. That's why there's so many gifts. Because one gift is not going to do all the things. Just like one human is not going to do all the things. But together, we can do phenomenal things in the world. And you need to keep trying. And keep trying new things. That's one of the things I loved about Salt and Straw's class. Like, they just keep trying flavors. They meet new people who have great new things, and so they throw them into ice cream and see if they work. There's this whole palette of brand new flavors, and they're really weird. We're going to try it. If it doesn't work, it's done. We'll try a new flavor. We'll find somebody else who has another thing, and we'll give it a go. And they're trying new locations, recipes. They're willing to give it a go and see what works. Knowing that they know who they are and that they're doing it together, they'll really try new things. And so you too can do this, right? Some things you do will work right, and some things won't. But you already know that, right? Some things are successful and some things aren't. But what does work, when you know who you are and you're brave and do it together, what works is amazing and life-giving and transformational, because that is buoyed by the Holy Spirit. When Jesus sent his people out 2 by 2, he sent them with the Holy Spirit. And they felt that lift, and they felt that power, and when you feel that magic that almost happens when you're doing the thing you're called to do at the time you're called to do it, that giddiness that's in the air in this room today, that's because the Holy Spirit's in it. and you're being you as you're called to do. Luke is pretty clear that this is going to be a complex journey. It's going to be hard. There are going to be people that will not support you in what you do. There will be people that tell you that you can't do what you're setting out to do. Luke says you have to go without a lot of things. Goodness knows y'all are really good at it. More than the rest of us. You're going to hit bumps. It's going to be hard. But even when it doesn't sound fun, even when it doesn't feel like you're making headway, you are sent. You are sent because you are special and gifted. And you do that together. And when you know who you are, and when you listen to that call and bravely take the step to go, and you go together as gifted, called people in the world, and you keep at it, and you keep at it, what we know, because the scriptures tell us, because we've seen it in other places, is that the world is changing. This is how the world changes. When we do it together, when we bravely take the step, when we hold on to each other, elbow to elbow, and say peace to this house, and God's word will transform the world. I have to tell you, the rest of us cannot wait to see. Cannot wait to see what you all do together. Because we know that you are gifted in the world. We know that you are brave because you showed us that. And we know that what St. Lawrence does in the next weeks and months and years and decades is going to change the world. And we're here with you, watching and waiting and hoping every step. Blessings be upon you.